All right, so I know you guys have been really enjoying the videos where I'm uncovering these hidden and untapped niches and basically just exposing them for you guys, teaching you how to reverse engineer them and see success for yourself on your own channel, because that's why we're all here. We all want to tap into this business industry and make as much money as possible, but we need to have the right information. And so what I've done is on my channel, if you haven't watched my videos before, I just uncover all these untapped niches and I break them down step by step, showing exactly how you can see similar success for yourself. I literally give you the entire roadmap, everything, all for free. And I just show you exactly how to do it. And so this whole video is going to be dedicated to this one channel that's called the Paint Explainer. And it has done a phenomenal job and not only doing really good numbers financially, but also evolving with the market shifts. Every single business has market shifts. YouTube has market shifts, meaning when something is working and it works good for a long time, it starts to dilute the market and it starts to dilute how lucrative it actually is, which means you need to shift. And so these guys have done an incredible job at not just attacking the niche itself, but finding their own way, their own shift to make it still work for them to this day, a year plus later. So I'm going to show you exactly what they've done and show you what kind of numbers they're doing and how you guys can emulate this for yourself. All right, let's get into the video. So first we have basically, like I mentioned, the channel, it's called Paint Explainer. All right. So they have about 1 million subscribers, which is actually phenomenal. Very, very good. Very impressive. I remember seeing them when they only had like 10,000 subscribers, and they have a total of 132 million views, which is phenomenal. So let's see. In the last 30 days, they've done about 13 million views, which is actually really, really good. And that has generated them. Actually, I'm going to hold that off to the next part because I'm going to actually break down the whole sequence so you understand exactly how much money they make and why this money is even made to begin with, how the whole payout structure works. So first and foremost, you cannot actually post on YouTube and make money. You need to be monetized, all right? You need to have reached 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time, all right? Once you do and you apply and you get approved, then you can start earning. So now the way YouTube pays is by paying you for every 1,000 views. There's a metric called CPM and there's another metric called RPM. So CPM is the total amount earned off of the ads, because with YouTube, we get paid on the ad revenue. Every single time those pesky ads come when you're trying to watch a video, that's how we get paid, right? So CPM is the total amount, and then RPM is your take home. So when you go and see the back end of a channel, how much money it's earning, that's the RPM, that's your take home. So when you see something like this, you go to the back end to a channel that's actually earning revenue, and then you go over here to revenue, and then you go over here, and you go to revenue. You'll be able to see over here how much revenue is earned per 1,000 views. So that's basically literally about $7 every single time 1,000 views comes through. All right, that's the RPM. Now, honestly, I love working with YouTube because they're a very generous company. They actually give us, the creators, 55% of all the revenue while they only take home 45%. Pretty good equation, pretty fair equation, in my opinion. So anyways, moving on. This month, they've done 12.45 million views, all right? So that means you want to divide that number by 1,000 views, because we get paid for every 1,000 views. That gives you about 12,450. So the average RPM, right, our take home, so I showed you there, that was $7. Average one for this niche is about $5 to $8. Now, also the reason why I believe it's around $8 because they sometimes have longer content between 15 minutes, 18 minutes. So some videos actually may be paid a lot more, especially something like this that's an hour long. That's 100% going to get paid a lot more. That one could be even get paid up to $10 to $15 per 1,000 views. But let's just say $5 to $8 conservatively across their videos. So you have 12,450 views. That gives us about $62,000 to $99,000 every single month. This channel is earning every single month about $100,000 a month. Honestly, probably closer to $100,000 a month. So taking that amount, 132 million, which is the total amount of views they've earned, divided by 1,000, we get 132,000, all right? Multiply that again by the average RPM of the channel. We're getting about $600,000 to $1 million that's been earned since they've started. And when did they start? Let's take a look here and show you. They did it about 1 year ago. So 1 year later, and 87 videos posted. All right, let's see how much their cost is. All right, the cost is going to be around $80 to $150 for video. The reason why is because this is animation style content. It's 2D animation. All right, it is on the simpler side. So if you have a good team, it's going to cost you around maybe $5 a minute. Again, once you build a better relationship with them, you actually do volume and high frequency of work, you can get it down to about $5, $6 a minute. So this is a 10-minute video. It's going to cost you about $50. Now, if you're getting charged $10 per minute, it's going to be about $100 a video. And sometimes you can go even higher to $13, $15, $20 per minute. So I know lots of people on Upwork you can definitely find work between $5 to $10 a minute. You shouldn't have to pay anything more than that. So yes, on the higher end, it could be about $100 a video. On the lower end, $50. And then you have to account for the thumbnail, which again, you could do for free with AI. You have to account for the voiceover, which you can do basically for free with 11 Labs. And then the scripting you can definitely do for free or very, very minimal, $20 a month for ChatGPT or Claude. So I don't think there's much other cost additional in the video, mostly other than the editing itself. And so basically, if we have the total amount, 80 times $150 a video, times 85 videos, is about $6,800 to $12,000 is the total cost to run this channel last year, the whole year, basically, right? Now, if we take the total revenue of $600,000 to $1 million minus the actual cost of the content, which is $6,800 to $12,000, you're going to get a profit margin between 97 to 98%. That's how profitable and lucrative this business model is, basically across any channel that ends up being cash flow positive. So the other thing is that the landscape of opportunity with business models online is actually not that great right now. Outside of YouTube automation, all you have is Amazon FBA, which is extremely high overhead and all the customer service issues. You have Amazon FBA with extremely low margins, like 7 to 15%, and then an agency model where you have 10, 15, 20 clients, which are really just your bosses. And so outside of that, there's not many viable options. You have affiliate marketing. You might as well not do affiliate marketing. You might as well do YouTube and do affiliate marketing under YouTube because you'll have an organic traffic system to send traffic to your affiliate offers. And that's pretty much it, right? So all in all, this becomes like the best option if you're looking to run not only just a business, but a profitable business where you don't have to show your face or create any of the videos yourself. And there's people starting with zero technical experience. So really, please enlighten me on another business model that really makes more sense than YouTube automation, just given these facts. All right. So I'm done rambling. Let's go straight into how to create these videos. So like I showed you, there's a bunch of different topics on this channel. And if you look all the way a year ago, they really focused on a more broad approach. So every political ideology, every Greek god explained, every political ideology again, every bias explained, every psychological effect, every propaganda technique. So there's a lot of variety. It's very broad, which I personally don't recommend broad posting. You need to narrow down and find your audience. So yes, they crushed it. They did very, very well going broad. It does not mean you want to emulate them that way. And they're still honestly doing that to this day. Every wrong fact, most disturbing band documentaries, every dinosaur period explained in 10 minutes. So they're still super broad, but it just works. It works for them. I wouldn't recommend it. What I would recommend is narrowing down. So the same style of content, but narrowed down. So you can see here a basketball channel that strictly only talks about basketball, but is congruent with the same style of editing and same style of topics as the original channel. Everything kind of drew inspiration from this one Paint Explainer channel. So you can see here every NBA player who's been to prison explained in 32 minutes, every weird NBA jump shot explained in 27 minutes. So all these different things about NBA, but specifically in the every ... explained. And that's the key I want to talk about as well here, all right? So one main thing when it comes to topic ideation is you need to understand buckets, right? So a bucket would be every ... explained in 32 minutes. Every ... explained in 33 minutes, right? This is the key. Every ... explained in 28 minutes. So the key here is understanding that the buckets are what make the channel. So going back here, especially if you go back to the older ones, you literally see same exact thing, all right? Every ... explained in 8 minutes. Every ... explained in 11 minutes. That's the whole key. This is the bucket, right? So you want to find these buckets and implement them on your channel. So another channel is actually one of my students, same exact thing. Every ... disliked by Star Wars explained. The entire ... explained. So he's got some variations to this. Every ... or the whole ... Same exact concept. So this is, again, the stuff that really, really works by just finding something, a concept, a bucket that works in one niche and bringing it to something else and honing in, right? So I actually have a prompt here for you guys. If you want to get some ideas of which niches are working really well right now and then honing down on them, because again, I don't suggest you guys do this broad. So what I would do actually is just literally copy this entire prompt. You can go into ChatGPT and you can paste it and it's going to give you a bunch of really good ideas. I've actually got some down here. We have like in travel and culture, art and design, sports, science, history and culture, pop culture. So stuff like, so pop culture and movies, every Breaking Bad character explained, every Marvel villain explained, every Disney princess explained, or history, every US president explained, every ancient civilization explained. So this is really the concept. So you want to just find one of these macro topics, which is really just a niche, and then hone in on the every ... explained. And you can do it in very simple explanation style. So the content's not going to cost that much to create. It's going to be very simple to find someone. You just have to be consistent with it and hone in on the actual retention of the script, the retention of the story through the visuals and script writing. All right, that's the main thing. So once you're done the script, you'll actually see a bunch of different stuff here. They'll, like I said, same thing exactly, Marvel topics, science and nature. It's going to give you all this stuff and you can keep on expanding and getting more ideas. All right. Now, once you have actually come up with the specific niche style and obviously the ideas and topics, then you go ahead and start creating the prompts, all right? Creating the scripts for the videos. Again, I don't suggest you hire somebody because honestly, there's no point hiring a scriptwriter these days unless it's a very peculiar topic that you know the person you're hiring has the experience. Because the issue is, if you hire somebody online to write a script for you, they are very likely to just go use AI to create the script for you. So you might as well just use a prompt yourself and create the script. And then later, once you have a prompt dialed in, you can hire someone for very, very cheap to run your specific prompt because it's dialed in, and just have them write scripts for you because you want to automate that process too. All right, so now basically you can take this entire script here again, and you can then literally paste it, and it's going to ask you specific questions, all right? So it's going to ask you a few questions here, like what's the niche of the channel, what's the target audience, what's the topic, and then it has a bunch of conditions here, knowing exactly how to write. And it's a very intelligent script writing tool. Yeah, honestly, I'm giving you guys some gold here. This prompt alone is going to help you guys write some incredible scripts, so don't sleep on this. You just have to answer these questions. It knows exactly how to write the hook, the body, the outro, all this kind of stuff. So it knows exactly what to do. You can just go ahead and put the topic, answer a few of the questions, and it's going to start writing and writing and writing until you have a perfect script. It's very, very, very intelligent. All right. So then moving on, we have the voiceover, and you have a couple options here. The first one is 11labs.com. All right. It's a very common one. You can go and get a lot done, honestly, with just the $18 a month plan. The next one is $82. I highly doubt you guys need this one. So really the $18 1 month will actually work very, very well. Or you could just go on the $0 a month. You actually get about 10 minutes of text-to-speech working right now, or 15 minutes of conversational. But let's just say you finish your 10 minutes. You can honestly just use another Gmail, log in, get another 10 minutes, another Gmail, log in. If you guys have like 5, 10, 15 Gmails, you can just do a whole like 5 videos for free without even paying for anything. So just a small little hack if you want to save some money there as well. The other option, which I also really recommend, is Fish Audio. So Fish Audio is a fantastic platform. These are honestly very high quality voiceovers. They have a lot of variety. The only thing is you don't have a lot of flexibility when it comes to the emotion or the pacing. It's just you get what you get, and that's about it. But you can run an unlimited amount of voiceover for about $13 a month. So it's also a very cost effective version. They have a lot of voices from 11 Labs, the more popular ones. You can just plug and play into this, and it works fantastic. So again, I do recommend 11 Labs in terms of quality, but if you just want to save money and actually still get a good voiceover, I would also recommend Fish Audio. All right. So that's the actual voiceover process. The next one is to create the images and the videos. Now, you can use Leonardo specifically if you want to use Leonardo. If you don't want to use that, you want to use a different AI imaging software, that's perfectly fine. I'm just saying for Leonardo, you can definitely do it this way. So I've actually created for you guys another prompt. So this is going to do 3 different things. All right. The first thing it's going to do is going to write down the prompts for the AI images. It's going to help you create prompts for every single scene in the video. All right. Then step number 2, it's going to actually create a video generation prompt, right? Which is going to help you with like camera movements, this and that. So if you want to take the image and then animate it to be video format, like right, image to video, and it's going to give you the exact actual video generation prompt templates for that for each image. And then another one, which is going to help you create the thumbnail. And it's not going to create the thumbnail for you. Again, this whole thing is just going to create the prompts for you to then put into Leonardo to create the images. That's all it does. But it has a lot of specific terms here to make sure that it's coming out perfectly. It knows, the cinematic lighting, detailed 8K resolution, the appropriate negative prompts as well to make it actually come out stunning. So you just have to literally plug and play this in specifically to your topic. As you can see, you're into the topic, and it's going to give you guys a perfect script. So that's going to be the script to create the thumbnails and also the imagery / videos throughout the video process. All right. The next thing I want to do is actually create the music. Now, if you want to use royalty-free music, which you can find on YouTube Studio or anywhere else, if you use like a royalty-free service or whatever it is, or you can actually go ahead and create your own music using Templaar or Suno AI. So AI music is phenomenal. Like you can literally go ahead and just type in a very simple prompt and create AI music for basically pennies because it's such a cheap software. Or you can even come into here and find pre-made music that you can use for your videos. So this is a really cool platform because it's really not that expensive, to be honest. It's actually, I think it's about like, again, $10 a month or something like this. Yeah, like $8 a month. It's extremely cheap. Actually, let's go over here. $13 a month for the Pro plan, which gives you basically unlimited, or even the $10 a month one, which is about just as good, to be honest. It's 1,000 tracks per month is going to give you 1,000 tracks a month is basically unlimited. So I would say $10 a month for unlimited music, and you can make it yourself and make it custom to what's happening in the video. It's a really, really good option. All right. Like I said, you can actually search the genre to find copyright free music for yourself. That makes the most sense. And you can also generate your own music. All right. The next thing is to actually put it all together. There's 2 options here. You can, number 1, do it yourself, and you can do it through CapCut or any basic editor, right? Or you can actually hire it out. So you can use Upwork or Fiverr. Now going to Upwork, it's going to be very simple. You literally just have to go to Upwork and say, I'm looking for a 2D animation explainer style editor who can do this kind of content, and just paste the exact paint explainer channel and say, hey, I'm looking for this exact content. I'm looking for someone who can do it between $5 an hour. Please send me your portfolio with examples you've done in the past and how much work you can take on a monthly basis. That's all you have to ask. And from there, you'll have a flood of people coming in, requesting to work with you, and you'll have no problem executing this channel with excellence. All right. So then I've actually given you guys the entire blueprint to create this channel from scratch and realistically see great results within the next 3 to 6 months if executed consistently, because this niche works amazing. And it's going to work in so many different channels. I even seen a new one pop up a few days ago. That's like an MMA based channel, same exact topics. All right. So you can pick anything that's most passionate to you, that makes most sense for you guys, and create it in this specific style, and it will work. All right. And if you guys want to do it alone, you have every piece of information you need here on this video. Or if you want more information, I literally have a free course, all right, an absolutely free course, which you can go through all this content for free, very extensive, my prompts, my scripts, my SOPs, literally everything for free. And if you guys want help from me personally, I actually go live twice a week where I can answer all your questions, audit your channels, break any myths, whatever it is that you guys need help with, I have that. So I trust you guys can do this on your own, but I know for a fact you're going to run into a few walls here and there. And if you're okay with it, that's perfectly fine. But if you don't want to run into any walls, if you want to have somebody watching over your shoulder, guiding you and making sure that you have full confidence and reassurance in every single move that you make, guaranteeing your success, making sure you're making at least $5,000 to $10,000 within the year, then you need to actually hop on a call with us, because we have a phenomenal program which guarantees success literally within 6 months of working with us. All right. So this is the whole guarantee. If you're interested in working with us one-on-one, being mentored by me, having your own dedicated coach, we have 12 calls a week now, and actually having a course and community of students that are all working with you, aligning with the same goals. We have a link in the description to book a call with us. It is a 4-figure investment, but again, you're guaranteed to make it all back within 6 months, or your money back, and I pay you $2,000 on top for wasting your time. I'll see you guys on the call and see you on our next video.